Hello! We're going to try something a little different today, as evidenced by the fact that my head is at the bottom of the screen. That's because I don't really have an ideal filming location for what I'm about to do. This is something new. If I end up doing a multitude of videos like this, I will probably figure out a better filming location. But in the meantime, this is usually where I film talking head content. So we're going to give it a try. So, what we're going to talk about today is I placed my first order from Temu and was very skeptical about whether or not it would be any good, it would be worth the money. It was very affordable. We'll talk a little bit more about what it was and what I got in a little bit. And I thought it might be something that other people might be interested in finding out. So let's just do a little backstory. If you watch my videos, you know I wear a lot of dress clothes, and I wear a lot of zany and colorful clothes and wild patterns and stuff like that. That's what I like. That's what I've always liked. If you have followed me closely or followed me for a long time, you'll know I'm 6'2", I'm tall, and prior to getting sick, I was pretty skinny, and now I'm a big guy, and have lost a lot of weight since getting sick, you know, being on medications and things that cause you to gain weight, and then going off that, and I've already lost a lot of it, but still a pretty big guy. And finding stylish, fashionable, interesting dress clothes is easier the smaller you are, both in height and weight and just overall stature. When I was skinny, at least, I could find good, interesting stuff at thrift stores, you know, dress clothes type stores. I would even go to, you know, Beverly Hills, Rodeo Drive, places like that, and be able to find things. It would be not as easy for me as it was for somebody who was tiny, but, you know. And then when I got bigger, it becomes harder and harder. Other thing, too, is that not everybody is built the same way. Even when I was skinny, I had broad shoulders, kind of a big butt for a dude, and a smaller chest. And then when I got bigger, my stomach got bigger and almost everything else stayed the same. And so really in finding stuff that fit me well, a lot of times I would have to have it tailored. I say all that to say I've worn myriad sizes over the years, even when my size wasn't changing. Just for some frame of reference, when I was in high school, I was maybe 200 pounds, and I was so skinny they used to call me Toothpick, and I would generally wear anything from a 40 long to a 44 long, depending on how it was cut and how I would have it tailored. Then when I became an adult and I didn't look sickeningly thin, but, you know, was still relatively average sized, anywhere from a 48 to a 52 long. And a 52 long is I probably considered big and tall, but just I was still a pretty fit guy, just again broad shoulders, tall, etc. When I got sick, I've worn stuff up to a 58 long, and right now what I'm generally buying is a 56 long. The suits and blazers that I bought from Temu, I matched their sizing to what would be a 56 long, and that's the frame of reference. So I bought 3 blazers. I bought 5 technically, because I got the biggest size in all the ones that had a 6X, and then I got a 5X in the rest of them. Because having ordered from overseas before, a lot of times you get the very biggest size they have, and it's still too small, even, you know, for me before I got sick. And so I said, well, let's get both the size that their measurements say I am, and let's get the biggest size they sell. So I bought a 5X and a 6X in all of the ones except the one that didn't have the 6X option. I only got a 5X in that. They worked out to being about $30 a blazer, which is insanely cheap. Getting them at a, you know, fashionable store, you're going to start close to $100 and go up from there. You know, when I was younger and used to go and find all these boutiques and stuff like that, would negotiate them down. Sometimes I could get them for $75, $50 on clearance. but definitely online now, you're not finding anything under 50 bucks. So it's very cheap. Shipping was either free or negligible. They came in just, a soft pack. This is the one I haven't unpacked because I don't need to, because the 6X turned out to be too big, which is good. They fit true to size. So that's why the camera's positioned weird. I'm gonna try them on. There's the 6X. I didn't bother to unpack that one because I'd tried on the 6X and another one and the 5X in both. So this was the first one that caught my eye in one of their ads and made me give them a shot. This is a 5X. It works out to being about what a 52 long would be, and it fits me pretty close. Again, it's not quite as close as something that's tailored, but I mean, if I really was going to get things tailored, a lot of times I might have the sleeves taken in because I'm a 34-35 sleeve, and these are a little bit longer than that. I'm probably not going to bother with that. These don't have the structure of like a really nice suit where they'd have really firm shoulders and just really firm structure overall. I'm not even talking about shoulder pads. I'm just talking about structure. They're pretty thin material, so they don't, like I said, they don't really have a structure of their own the way some suits or blazers would. But the quality of it is still good. It's just not made that way. It's not made the way that some suits and blazers are. I don't know how else to describe it. So that was the first one. Obviously, I'll hang them up in the wrinkle, get the wrinkles out, or I could even take them in to get pressed, or I have a steamer. But this is just how they came out of the package. So I'll toss them to the side here. One negative is that they aren't labeled in any way. So until I try them on, I can't tell which is the... Oh, I take that back. This one does have a label. This is the 6X. At my church, we have to wear a lot of black and white, and finding interesting black and white stuff is hard. So that's part of why I ordered these. The 6X doesn't look bad on me. But it's just a little bigger than it needs to be. My way of checking it is going like this. And that's at least 3 inches bigger than it would be if it was very, very closely tailored. So if I'd gotten these and this was the only size they had, I'd be happy with it. But let me show you how the 5X fits, which fits a little better. And again, we're talking about suits and blazers, which are supposed to be snug as opposed to like a hoodie or something that is. So that's the same thing in a 5X, which fits pretty close. Like that's if I took that to the tailor, they wouldn't have much to do. It's a pretty close fit without being really tight. Let's see how it fits when I sit down. Yeah. A little big in some areas, but I wouldn't want to go any smaller, that's for sure. We'll show you the last one. My wife's favorite pattern is houndstooth, so I always look for houndstooth stuff. My favorite pattern is paisley. I haven't actually looked for any paisley there. It's 5X. Sleeves are a hair long, but I'll probably leave them. Again, I'm very happy with how that fits. So, here I can, down here. Just wanted to show you guys. It fits true to size. It's not as good a quality as going to a suit store and buying a suit, even if it's an off-the-rack suit, it's still, like I said, there's less structure to it than there would be to a normal suit. But all things considered, I'm very happy with the quality. I'm sure it's a poly blend. That's what almost everything is these days. Does it say? Poly and elastane. I don't even know what that is. Made in China, of course. But yeah, this opened a whole new door for me in terms of where to find some interesting stuff. I'll tell you what I haven't been able to find on there. I haven't been able to find a lot of big and tall, because again, this is big and tall stuff. Suits with pants, like just the blazers is what they have. You pretty much have to buy the pants separately, and I haven't seen any like this with a matching material, or even something that's a little more plain like a pinstripe. I haven't found a lot of double-breasted stuff. I really like double-breasted suits. I feel like, especially as a bigger guy now, that makes me look much more just kind of clean lines as opposed to frumpy or, you know, round. And so I tend to look for double-breasted stuff. And again, it's not that they don't have it, they just don't have it in the big and tall sizes. But I'm very pleased with this order. I'm so pleased that I went and immediately placed another order, and I'm excited to show you that one when it comes in. So yeah, I haven't had any luck using coupons and things on their site. They're always emailing me coupons. They're, yeah, if you keep buying from us, you'll get $30 off this and 30% off that. And then I try to check out and the coupon doesn't apply. And I am fine with it because they're such a good deal anyways. What am I going to do? Not buy it? But I haven't had any luck using any of their discounts or deals. Couple of things they do, when they say they sell out quickly, they're not kidding. A couple of things I looked at, didn't buy, and then came back and they were sold out. Shipping was really quick. I think I bought this a couple weeks ago and it arrived from overseas. That's really quick. Yeah, can't think of what I might be omitting, so feel free to ask in the comments. And I'm sure you'll see a lot of this stuff in my organ and guitar videos coming up, which I usually dress up for. Don't typically dress up for ceiling fan stuff when it would be covered in WD-40, or House on the Rock when it would be covered in House on the Rock dust. Although I'm thinking about wearing Christmas themed stuff all through Christmas at House on the Rock, so we'll see. But hope that helped somebody. And as things continue for me, I'll post updates and videos. We'll see now that I'm on the rebound from my illness and continue to lose weight. Maybe I'll be able to buy some of the non-big and tall stuff, although even then I'm probably still going to need the tall, because I've always needed a long, as opposed to a regular. Although I can wear a regular and it just looks kind of, you know, Pee Wee Herman on me. We'll see. I'm, you know, I don't have any particular goals as far as my size. It's just, you know, I'm happy to be alive and happy to have come through illness and survived it, and you know, I'm doing what the doctors ask and pretty much leaving it at that. So you know, if I lose a lot more weight and can try some different size stuff, great. Hopefully I won't go back to the biggest size that I was or get bigger from there. But again, if they put me back on certain meds, then I might, and better to do that than, you know, not be alive. So either way, I'll have updates whether I change in size or not. But as a bigger guy, finding stuff online, I was very skeptical of Temu, and it turned out to be a really good look. So hopefully it will be for you as well. Again, post your questions and comments, and as always, thanks for watching.